So, before we get into ranked, let's just make sure. Actually, I might just take some time now. Go through my. Just gonna go through, delete all of my mastery pages, and get a bunch of those set up. All right, there's a lot of pages I have to remove. Just gonna delete them all. Start anew. Level 30. Got all kinds of stuff to do here. Be a lot cleaner too. Alright, here we go. So let's go ahead and make an AD carry page. Definitely going to want that attack speed, going to want that. Probably get this. Just extra damage for last hitting. Important to get a lot of last hits as AD carry. Get the extra attack damage. I think this is okay on an attack damage carry because you're like gonna have some health or life steal anyway. You're probably gonna start with a Doran's ring or Doran's blade as well, so just all kind of synergizes together. So that's not bad. I think this is pretty good. Dealing increased damage to champions below 50% health. Pretty good. And then this one I like. Some people don't like it. I think it's pretty good. But anytime you get a kill, restores 5% of your health and mana. So if you're like in a really close duel or something, and then like, you know, you might die to minions, this will probably help save you. On AD carries, I don't really like getting these because you're not really going to be dealing that much damage with your spells, so I think I'll try that out. Let's see, I got like 1 point too many here. See if this one is better or if Feast is better. I don't know, kind of situational. Killing a unit gives you 1 mana back. I guess I'll get rid of that. Then just put the rest of the points into the defensive tree there. Standard 9 points in defense. Alright, next page. Let's go ranged AP. So for AP, definitely want the cooldown reduction, definitely want the AP. Probably want just this for the sake of getting as much damage as you can, but I'm going to go with this point for now. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then usually on AP I actually like to go to mana regen just for that extra mana in lane. Summoner spell cooldowns, really good. And I like getting the 2 points in the movement speed here. And that increased buff duration. And then let's see, let's go melee AP. I guess it's probably the same thing, realistically. Yeah, so never mind. I'm gonna redo that. I'm just gonna change this to AP. Alright, so let's do a Nasus page. Let's call it dog, because he's a dog. Yeah, I've been trying to get some of that Zambot stuff to work. Sorry, Arrow 1515. I don't know why you got timed out. I just got Zambot going. What the heck? Why did Rafflemau get timed out too? Stupid Zambot. I don't know. I'll have to. Maybe I'll just turn Zambot back off for today. I'll have to go through and figure out some of these commands and like set what he's like timing people out for. Stop timing people out, Zambot. You're so mean. Alright, so for Nasus, generally want to go mostly defensive because he's got a really weak early game and then he just has his good scaling. I like getting this point with him, reducing damage taken by 3% from enemies that have movement impaired, which is like your wither. So you take less damage from someone who's withered. And then just getting armor generally is the best way to go. Get some of that stuff. Yeah, just more health regen. Armor and MR. Reduce crowd control. And this is where I'm not exactly sure what I like best, if I like going the 5% cooldown reduction or the 5% attack speed early on. More attacks means you're going to deal more damage overall. You also get more lifesteal. But the more cooldown reduction means you can get a few more Qs stacked up earlier on. So, I don't know, because I usually end up building 40% cooldown reduction in items. So I'm just going to go with that. And then probably get that. Looks pretty good. So get that extra AD for helping to last hit and stuff. Alright, let's make a Tryndamere page. Call it Trondo. Definitely like attack speed. Also do like cooldown reduction, but I think that's probably better. Definitely want this. Let's see, so Tryndamere doesn't actually build that much attack damage. I mean, like, probably late game, you'd probably have like a Infinity Edge. But I don't know if that's really worth it for these 3 points. This I feel like is worth it because you're probably going to be like at 1 HP using your ult when you kill someone, so you'll get 5% of your health back. I think that's a pretty good one. I'll actually get this point here. Let's see, actually, no, I'm going to get some cooldown reduction. So that's really helpful. Just having an extra cooldown reduction definitely makes things easier. And then I'll get some defensive stats as well. See what else. Probably going to need a support page. Maybe a couple support pages. So I'll go support tank. For somebody like Leona. Pretty much just going to want to go a lot of defense. Think these are actually pretty good on people like Leona or Rammus or Malphite or Garen, because this actually goes off of your bonus armor and magic resistance, not just your total. It's just your bonus armor and magic resistance, like so what you get from masteries, runes, and items, not what your base is or your total full thing of armor and magic resist. So definitely want armor. The health regen is always nice. Generally, the taking reduced critical strike damage pretty good as well. Getting tons of extra armor and MR there. And then usually I like to go cooldown reduction because that just is always good. And then this point I really like on a lot of supports. Damaging an enemy with a spell increases allied champions damage to that enemy by 1% for the next 3 seconds. So it just helps your teammates deal more damage. I think it's a good stat to have. Most of the time you would probably want to go, like with a support, you'd want to get more utility stuff. But I think with Leona, since she's so aggressive, might as well just kind of continue down that aggressive path to help it be even more effective. What else might I need? Oops, what am I doing? Go back. There we go. Back to Masteries. Alright, so let's go AD top. So an AD top page, I would probably generally go tanky, like 921, so I'd probably get same type of thing. Get that for the extra damage, and then just kind of go tanky. Alright, that looks pretty good. So that's AD top versus AD. Next one would be AD top versus AP. So if I'm against like a Teemo or something. And these two you can kind of interchange depending on who you're playing. But in this case, if I'm against an AP, I would go AP. Or go magic resist instead of the armor. Oops. There we go. What else might I need? Somebody like a jungler. Yeah, for like a Mundo jungle. Probably, yeah. Probably I'd want like a slightly... Actually, it's probably going to be about the same. Um, so let's see. This is what I would do for Mundo Jungle, or top even. Honestly, it'd probably be about exactly the same as like the AD top. Go with cooldown reduction. So I don't know. That's probably about good for pages for now.